Good afternoon. I just wanted to, before Pesach starts, just go over a couple things. Things are a little more complicated this year because of the fact that Passover starts Saturday night, and we haven't had that in a number of years, and then we will have it again in just a few years before waiting 20 more years to have that chance once again. So, the first things first, the really important thing that is for any year and every year is to please sell your chametz, and you can do that by appointing me as your agent on the CBI website on the Passover page. It says sell your chametz and also fulfill the mitzvah of motz hitim, the wheat money, which I have already begun to distribute to different organizations and individuals to help those in need. I do want to personally invite you that on the Shabbat, on Sunday and Monday for the first days of Passover, on Shabbat, and then the following Sunday for the last days of Passover, we will have in-person services in the sanctuary. Services begin at 9, although we do ask you to arrive around 9:30, and we do ask for reservations. But I look forward to seeing you there. I also want to invite you to the Zoom Seder this Sunday night on the synagogue website. You can also RSVP there, so you'll find our Haggadah, what we'll be using, if you'd like to download it and print it in advance. So those are a couple of the things that we are doing to celebrate Passover, but what's different this year? So the first thing is that the fast of the firstborn, which normally is the start of Passover, well, we can't do that Saturday. And when we're relocating a fast, we don't put a fast on an Erev Shabbat on a Friday unless there absolutely has to be. So it moves to Thursday. So that means this Thursday morning will be the fast of the firstborn. I will be teaching from Talmud Pesachim to do a Sudat Mitzvah, a Siyum, to allow those firstborns to eat. Thursday night, you will do your search for chametz, and you can do the first kol chamira, the nullification blessing at that point. And then we don't make the nullification on Friday. We do it on Saturday morning, which is a little bit different than the way we are used to doing things. The other strange thing is that we can burn the chametz any point on Friday. I will be doing it just before noon as part of the Parshat Pathways, so you will be able to join me there. And then the last question that is very common is, what do we eat on Shabbat? Because normally we want to have a meal, we want to celebrate and enjoy ourselves. And so you could Friday night have challah before the meal on a napkin, outside, flush it down the toilet. That is one possibility. And the other possibility, which is really the preferred option, is a lot easier, then you have to worry, is just to use egg matzah. So instead of using challah this Shabbat, many people use egg matzah as a simple, clean, well, a little crummy solution. And then our Shabbat meal otherwise is a Pesach meal. So in a way, we get an extra day of Passover with a little bit of chametz on the side. But if you have any other questions, I just wanted you to have that on your mind. And I wish you a Chag Sameach, and really, let's clear out the chametz of our souls, not just of our kitchens. And at this Passover, we have to see ourselves, just as we do every year, as leaving Mitzrayim, leaving Egypt. And the sages say, especially among the Hasidic sages, that they play with the word Mitzrayim and make it the tsar, as the narrow places. So that's saying we want to leave the narrow places within our souls, to not just focus on the physical chametz, but also on the spiritual chametz. How do we talk to one another? How do we connect to one another? How do we connect to ourselves? Are we filled with ego and chametz, or are we filled with compassion and understanding and, God willing, wisdom? So I wish you a Chag Sameach. Take care, and before we know it, Shabbat Shalom.